Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to try and answer one of the questions that we get asked the most as hurdy-gurdy players, namely, how do I get a hurdy-gurdy that is cheap? And it is a question that makes sense. I will try to answer that in hopefully a short form. Before I get into that, there is something that I probably have to explain about the way that the musical instrument market works. Something that we don't really think about, a lot of people don't really realize or think about, is that most of the musical instruments, like the guitars and the violins that we see in an average musical instrument store or a guitar store, are actually factory made. The reason for that is that building musical instruments, it is a specialist craft. It is an example of fine craftsmanship. It is very time consuming. You would have one person who's going to sit down, he's going to select a piece of wood, he's going to inspect it for flaws, then he's going to plane it down to the right thickness, and then he's going to cut it to size and shape, and he's going to have one soundboard. But if you go to a factory, like big companies like Yamaha or Gibson have, he's going to have an employee, he's going to have a stack of wood, and he's going to run it through a planer. It's a big machine. And then he's going to have a lot of, he's going to have a big stack of the thin wood, and then he's going to put a template on top and cut it to size and shape, and he's going to have 20 soundboards. And you have to imagine a factory is full of all those time and cost saving measures, and that is the reason why you and I can go into a guitar store and buy a €200 guitar. Because that one luthier who sits down and selects the wood, etc., he cannot make it for €200. It would just cost him too much time. It's going to have a price in the thousands because of he doesn't benefit from all those cost and time-saving measures that the factory has. Gonna have a different level of quality because it's going to be a difference in quality control. But that's an other thing. I hope that makes sense, because that explains why most people have the sticker shock when they go shopping for a hurdy-gurdy and they found out how expensive they are, because there are no hurdy-gurdy factories. It is too much of a niche instrument, you know. The market is too small. So the big businesses like Yamaha and Gibson are not going to invest in building a factory that has all those specialized machines and all the cost and time saving measures that would allow them to make a hurdy-gurdy for €200. So all the hurdy-gurdies on the market are made by that one luthier who sits down, selects wood, etc. I hope that makes sense. That doesn't mean that there aren't any affordable options. There are actually loads. It's still going to be somewhat more expensive than what you're used to with a factory-made guitar, but people have been working for the past 40 years trying to get the price down and trying to make it more accessible. So you actually have a lot of options to choose from. Where to look? The first thing that I want to advise you to do is go to Facebook and find the hurdy-gurdy community. I will link it down below. If you're maybe you're already are a member. If you're not, go and join. I think members are admitted twice a week. I have written a very big poster with the help of a couple of my friends, and we have listed as many we have listed as many affordable hurdy-gurdies as we could think of. I think there are about 25 under €2,000 now. So you can just browse that list. There are links to all the luthier pages and links to videos. So that is a very good place to start. I will not make. I was trying to say I will not make a Sound of Music joke, but yeah, too late. A couple of really cool ones to highlight. The Nerdy Gurdy. It's completely made by Rapid Manufacturing. So it's all laser cut plywood and 3D printing, and you can actually download the plans, and if you have access to those machines, you can make all the parts and build it yourself. So that is absolutely the cheapest way to get into playing right now. The Aplo, which is the new budget model from Instruments from Micheline Malis and Ancestor. It's a business in Poland. You have to keep an eye on their social media if you want one, because they're going to make it in series now. They're going to make 10 and then put it up for sale, and then you can order one. And if they're out, you have to wait now. I think their end goal is going to be that they're going to have it in stock, so you can just go to the web store. Very cool. I think it's going to retail for 1,000, and it is basically fully featured. So that's a very nice option. And what's also really cool is Gurdy. He is a luthier from Ukraine, and he makes this really cool spicy modern version of the Ukrainian lira, which is their traditional hurdy-gurdy. It is really good. It's 3 strings, so it has a very minimal setup, but he has really quite cool paint option and a very unique spiral crank. And that one is about 600 or 700 euros. So still for a hurdy-gurdy, it's quite cheap. And if you want more options, just go to Facebook, go to the hurdy-gurdy community and find that list. I think it's linked in the FAQ and in the announcements, and go have a look at that. One more thing. If you're shopping in a budget, the more budget category, just ask for advice. Really, just ask. I mean, even if your budget is really, really small, don't just buy anything, just ask us for advice, because the thing is, not everybody knows how to build. And when you talk about hurdy-gurdies, it's still, if somebody is making them at home, it's going to be hundreds. And when you think about it, like 500 or 600 euros, it is very, very cheap for a hurdy-gurdy, but it is still 500 or 600 euros. And it's a lot of money, and some people have to save 1 or 2 years for that. And a lot of hurdy-gurdy players, we have made very expensive mistakes, and we really take it to heart when people get instruments that do not work, because then they can't come they can't come to us to workshops and to lessons or festivals, and they can't really learn how to play. And a lot of us, oh God, we're poor as shit ourselves, you know. It really sucks to waste a lot of money. So a lot of us are very, very eager to help and advise you and tell you, like, okay, if that is your budget, can you stretch it to this or not? I would not buy that because, and I would buy this because. Just ask for help, and will help you out and point you in the right direction. Everything on the list that I mentioned will get you playing. It will get you playing, and you can take it to lessons. But yeah, just be mindful of that. It's like not everything in the budget category is good. So if you just see something on Etsy or eBay, just go alert and don't just click add to cart, but just check with somebody first, because we don't want you to waste your money because it's so much, and I want you to come and join our wonderful hurdy-gurdy gang. So, and come and play with us. Yes, I hope that kind of answers the question. Yes, you can get a cheap hurdy-gurdy. It's not going to be as cheap as you're maybe used to, but it's going to be a lot more affordable than some people expect. You just come and find us online. If you have any extra questions, you can pop them in the comment section or come join the community and just ask. It's okay. We don't judge. We're all poor. So, yeah, okay. That's it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.